Hey there, I'm Henrik from Fit and Aspire. I'm here to show you one of our MAM programs, and they will just be to keep you moving on a daily basis, whether it's to prepare for physical activity or just to stay healthy, fit, and maximize your energy levels. This is a progressive overhead squat, and what I'll do is I get into a stance that's a little wider than my hips. I bring my hands above my head, and I start by reaching down for my ankles. Reaching down in my ankles, I feel a stretch in the hamstrings and the backside of my legs. From here, drop my hips down, and I try to drive my knees out with my elbows slightly. I bring one hand up, and then I switch, go the other hand. Coming back, set my spine nice and tall, bring both hands up. Try to keep my chest upright, my arms and my elbows straight, and then from here I stand up, and that's the overhead progressive squat. This one is the fire hydrants, and I place my hands underneath my shoulders, my knees go underneath my hips. I start with my right leg. I keep my heel close to my buttocks the whole time, and I drive the knee up to my elbow and then out to the side, and I try to draw a circle with my knee. So I'm working my hip, my mobility in my hip, as well as some activation of my external, internal hip rotators, and I go both ways, both directions, before I switch leg. This one is a Romanian deadlift done on a single leg. I'll go into a single leg stance, I find balance, and from here I'm gonna lean forward with my chest, keeping my spine nice and flat, and I'm letting my back leg drift back, try to keep that extended as well with my heel pointing. So I go down, I can keep a slight bend in my knee, but I want to remain balanced, and definitely, most importantly, I want to remain that core stability, so I'm not letting my back round or as I'm reaching down for the ground. The jump rope, we can use either a jump rope or just the imaginary jump rope, and the key here is to get a little bit of more cardiovascular and activity in, and I'm racing my heart rate up. So as I'm going, I'm doing my motions with my wrist, just if I'm holding on to a jump rope, I try to stay off my heels and just move with elasticity, lessening that contact time spent on the ground. For the lateral single leg hops, I'm coming off one leg and I'm starting slow by jumping just slightly side to side. I can increase the distance as I'm getting more comfortable with this exercise. It works a lot on my hip stability and also that dynamic balance. I go for about 30 seconds on one leg before I switch to the other side.